Hey, this is Chris Williams. I am doing a video for Adventure Wheels Up, and this right here is a veterans showing for the. They have done quite a big of a showing here. Look at you, they set up a table for the airport. Every table is a little bit different. They have this right here set up. They have done a lot. This right here is pretty impressive. But they have even the lights and a picture of that set up for the veterans meet up.
Okay.
So here is the display. That's all cupcakes and chocolate around the exterior. They did all flowers. They've done a pretty big setup. I tried to get here a few minutes early so I can take a picture of everything they have set up. But they've done a pretty good job. In my opinion, they did a very good job. Quite frankly, with a lot of the events that are out there, I was very unimpressed with the way that they did it. Some of them have been real good, but there's been a couple beat-ups they had on cruises where you just met in a bar and were able to see what happened and not realize what was going on. Well, we're waiting a few minutes for everything to show up, so I'm just going to talk to you for a couple minutes. And it looks like they're starting right now. This right where the presentation is. There's quite a few people showing up for this too. They're very good, for me at least, to see this kind of a showing for veterans. It's very, hopefully I've made it clear to you that this is something that's important to me. Yeah, companies and organizations showing respect to the veterans and all that they have given up and what they're willing to do. My wife is around here somewhere. I don't know where she's hiding. She doesn't want to be in the videos anyway, so that's not a big deal. Oh, there's Joy right now.
I'm around them every day. I work at the VA, so I'm around guys. He's dealing with the VA, so
Yeah, she works at the VA.
oh wow. Oh, good for you.
So she got to deal with all of us every day. Kansas City.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's good.
And my dad is in a VA hospital.
Right now they're just playing a little bit of music
in Augustine.
before it starts up. So this usually brings veterans from all over. They'll probably get to honor people who's been here a while. They're going to talk about who served with services and whatnot. But what's nice about this, they didn't put this in a bar. They actually put this in the main center stage. They put together a good showing. My wife seems to think on this ship they have a dog called Sailor, and she seems to think they might bring Sailor out. I doubt it, but we'll see. But at any rate, it looks like it's a good showing, and it looks like they're putting together a very good presentation. And people are enjoying themselves and having a good time. Usually they also give a couple of drinks out over here of champagne. We'll see if that's the case. One thing I don't like is on the cruises is a lot of the times the person showing the honor or doing the celebration is not an American veteran. It'd be nice if they did have a crew member that was an American veteran, preferably one that served in a wartime, that actually ran these. Instead, they usually, a lot of them have been from Italy or whatnot, but we'll see. But just to be able to show that it is a center stage. So there's Giovanni, which is the restaurant. Right here is the center hub of the ship. They have it decorated real nice. Behind there is a real nice coffee shop. They have a Starbucks right there. So it feels like you're almost in a little bit of a city out here. But it's supposed to start at 4:30, which means it should be starting up here real soon.
They've done on every one so far.
They do it on every shift. These have a really
I'm holding him by the hand right now, so that's the reason why everything's shaking. I'm having to switch hands so my hand doesn't get tired. But there's just the upper deck. There's Shooters Bar. Deck area. We do have a couple staircases. They have some escalators we can go up to down to the casino. So this right here is on the 5th deck, which is the main promenade. So this is the center stage event right now that they're using to be able to showcase the veterans. It's nice that they're making it a main event for everybody to be here. Of course, I didn't check the calendar ahead of time, so I'm just wearing a t-shirt and shorts on a cruise. Not dressed up at all. Heck, my hair is barely combed. Doing pretty good, thank you. Trying to do a rotation to show you some of the areas of the ship right here in the promenade while we're waiting. Like right there's the next cruise right there. Right there's another bar, which is Belgian Thistle, which is a British type bar. And basically a pub. Looks like it's about ready to start. Looks like it's about ready to start right now. I am sort of surprised they don't have seats for people out here. Everybody is willing to stand though, so it's not a big deal. You would think the music they would be playing would be more patriotic, but at least they are trying to play happy music and celebratory music. And I think that they usually honor all veterans, not just the United States veterans as well. That is a message right there. That's where the light bay up in there. So they made sure to turn them into red and white. Or at least I'm trying to get it without somebody's head in there. Yeah, there we go. There, which means they're about ready to start. It's supposed to start at 4:30. That's 4:30 now, so it should be starting in any second. I might not take the whole bit. I might just take the beginning because it's going to be a little bit awkward if I'm having to clap or anything of that nature. Saying that I am a veteran, I do want to be involved as well. Because being a combat veteran, They're celebrating me, which always feels weird. That is a big American flag. As I said, they're all lined up there. I'm not sure what they're waiting for to be able to start, but it should be starting here in just a couple minutes.
Still your friend's house.
Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us here this afternoon for our Veterans Tribute, which we begin with the setting of the Missing Man Table, also known as the Fallen Comrade, Fallen Soldiers Table. The setting and presenting of this table will be conducted by your cruise director, Mike. Mike served as a member of the Waterloo Regional Police Service in Canada between 2011 and 2018. Mike is wearing his formal #1 uniform. This is the most formal police uniform, generally reserved for special events, ceremonies and situations requiring the highest level of professionalism. This table is reserved to honor the brave and selfless military members who have perished on the battlefield, those who have not been returned to us after being taken prisoner on foreign soil, and for those who went missing and have not found their way back home. The table is round to show our everlasting concern for our fallen and our missing. The tablecloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The table is small and set for one, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his or her suppressors. The slices of lemon on the plates remind us of the bitter fate of those who will never return. The wine glass is inverted because they cannot toast with us at this time. The vase is tied with a yellow ribbon, a symbol of our continued determination to remember our fallen and find our missing. The single red rose reminds us of the life of each of our fallen and the loved ones and friends who miss them each and every day. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope which lives in our hearts, to illuminate the way home from their captors, to the open arms of grateful nations. The pinch of salt symbolizes the tears endured by the friends and families of those who have fallen and of those who have not returned. The empty chair, a symbol they are no longer with us.
Good afternoon and welcome to this special tribute where we gather, honor and acknowledge our veterans and pay tribute to the fallen who fought for the freedoms that we enjoy today. To begin our tribute, I ask you to draw your attention to this top stage where we not only have our incredible Star of the Seas Orchestra, but one of the members from our Royal Theatre cast and the Back to the Future cast. His name is Jason Kennedy, and if you're able to, kindly rise at this time for the singing and playing of the U.S. National Anthem. Thank you, Jason, and thank you to our orchestra. Today we are honored to have amongst us veterans from all walks of life, from different branches of the armed forces, not only from the United States, but from other nations around the world. But once every 3 months, we're lucky enough, at least on my ships anyway, to have a World War II vet who sailed with us. And at this time, I'd like to ask if anybody who served in World War II to kindly make yourself known so we can pay you a special tribute here this afternoon. I'd also like to acknowledge military veterans from the Korean War, the Vietnam War, Gulf War, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan, and any other wars not mentioned. At this time, I'd like to call out the various branches of service, and if you served in that branch, I encourage you to give us a big holler, and I promise you we will give you one 10 times louder back. We'll go alphabetically, so I don't play favorites. Air Force! Navy. Coast Guard. I heard you behind the flag, I just didn't see you. I had to pop around the corner. Marines. Navy. Those were the only people walking straight on the first night. We were moving that in. Space Force. While sailing out of Port Canaveral, we realized that the majority of our guests are from the United States, but I realized we may have some guests who served in your country back home. And so if you served for your country, please give us a wave and accept this round of applause from us to you. Not only is today about paying tribute to our veterans, we'd also like to honor and acknowledge the following. Any military families, including husbands, wives, children, as well as the recipients of the Medal of Honor, we know that you held the line back home, so thank you for your service. This afternoon, we'd like to also pay respects to any Gold Star family members who joined us for this tribute. There's very often a correlation between serving one's country and returning back after that service is done and continuing to serve in another way back in your own community. As such, we'd like to acknowledge our first responders, including EMS, firefighters, police. Thank you. Finally, I'd like to recognize the incredible efforts of our doctors, nurses, and paramedics who we know they work tirelessly throughout their lives, saving others in times of war and peace, but especially during the global pandemic. Thank you for all you've been through, and thank you for all you do. I'd also like to acknowledge our officers who have come to join us here today. They're not required to be here. They come every single tribute that I do on my ships, and they come with pride and joy because they are big supporters of our military and our first responders. So thank you to our executive housekeeper, guest services manager, food and beverage director, IT manager, technical lights, manager of hotel operations, and our hotel director. The captain, Captain Rob, would like to send his regards as well. He normally comes to every single one of these religiously. As you know, the all-aboard time is 4:30 and we're getting ready. We've got a long way to go in a very short amount of time. So he does send his regards. You know, he told me a story last week. He recited one of our poems up here on the podium. And he said to me, "I'm sorry." And I said, why are you sorry? He goes, "I got a little emotional reading that poem." And I said, "Why is that?" And he said, "Because my father should have been the World War II vet on this ship." So he comes from a long line of service, and he may be watching this on TV, so if you don't mind, a nice round of applause for Captain Rob. And if you don't fit any of those categories, but you just came along to support our veterans, then thank you for your continued support. It means the world. Thank you. So today, as we will do every week on board Star of the Seas, we honor all who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedoms. These men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty and answered it. They left their families, their homes, and their lives, not for recognition and not for fame. They fought to protect their countries and all of our freedoms. And as we honor the men and women who fought on the front line and those who supported, and we remember their great deeds, let us also salute those who are also still in active service. We have a few poems to recite today, and we have two gentlemen to my right who will be reciting them. The first is our assistant cruise director, and we'll invite him up. His name is Dominic to read the first of our two dedicated poems.
The Best on Earth by Joanna Fuchs. If someone has done military service, they earn the title veteran and more. They earn our deep respect and admiration that they are special no one can ignore. They sacrifice the comforts we enjoy. The list is long of all the things they gave. Our veterans are extraordinary people. They're loyal, dedicated, true, and brave. When terror and invasion were real threats, they showed us they could handle any storm. We owe our freedoms and our very lives to our veterans that served in uniform. Our veterans should be celebrities. They're exceptional. No other group compares. We're grateful for the many things they've done. They're always in our hearts and in our prayers. We owe our veterans support and friendship. Let no one ever question what they're worth. These men and women served us and our countries. Our veterans are the very best on earth. Thank you. And to read the second poem, ladies and gents, I'd like to invite our comedy club supervisor here, ladies and gentlemen, is Toby.
A hero's welcome. Time to come home, dear brother. Your tour of duty through. You've given as much as anyone could be expected to do. Just a few steps further, the smoke will start to clear. Others here will guide you. You have no need to fear. You have not failed your brothers. You clearly gave it all. And through your selfless actions, others will hear the call. So take your place of honor among those who have gone before, and know you will be remembered for now and evermore. Thank you.
Sailing a few years back when we brought the Wonder of the Seas into service, Irfan was there as well, and after one of these tributes, we had a chaplain who served in the Army who approached me and he said the only thing missing was a prayer. Do you mind adding one? I said, sure, would you like to provide me one? And he provided me one, and I've been using this for the past several years. Dear Lord, today we honor our veterans, worthy men and women who gave their best when they were called upon to serve and protect their country. We pray that you will bless them for their unselfish service and the continual struggle to preserve our freedoms, our safety, and our country's heritage for all of us. Bless them abundantly for the hardships they face, for the sacrifices they made, for their many different contributions to our victories over tyranny and oppression. We respect them. We thank them. We honor them. We are proud of them. We pray that you will watch over these special people and bless them with peace and happiness. Amen. In Flanders fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders fields. We're now going to ask for a moment of silence, and Dom, if you don't mind, just going into the 1400 bar as well. If you are on the promenade anywhere, we'll now be offering a moment of silence for our brothers and sisters who did not make it home. Thank you. And thank you for joining us here today to pay tribute to these incredible men and women who are here before us. Let their service, their dedication, and bravery never be forgotten. In a moment, our orchestra will be playing the Anchors Away song, which features the fight song of all the branches of the military. And if you hear your branch, please everybody just clap along. And our food and beverage team, because with any activity or event that we do on board, we seem to always shove food in your face. We've got cupcakes over there, so please do stop on by for that. On behalf of all the officers, staff, and crew here on board Star of the Seas, thank you for coming today. Thank you for your service. Welcome home. And orchestra, over to you.
I think that was the whole presentation. Very impressive, very nice. They did a very good job. And I will see you next time. Have a good one.